Welcome to Viilog Travel with Sarah and Kent. Today we're taking you along on our 2-day trip to El Paso, Texas, where we came for the BTS concert but also made time to explore the city and one of the most beautiful national parks in the Southwest. One of the things that surprised us most, everyone seemed genuinely excited to have BTS fans visiting their city. It really made the trip feel special. We also took a day trip to White Sands National Park, which absolutely lived up to the photos. The bright white dunes looked almost unreal, and it ended up being one of the highlights of our trip. We visited in May 2026, and in this video we'll show you 8 things we think you shouldn't miss if you're visiting El Paso for a couple of days. Come along as we explore El Paso.
Right after work on your shoulders, I kiss you is to ease your mind.
Stop number 1, El Paso Airport. Our adventure began before we even landed. We flew in from Phoenix and our flight was already filled with BTS fans wearing purple, carrying their clear bags with BTS freebies, and chatting excitedly about the concert. You could really feel the excitement building as we got closer to El Paso. As we approached the airport, we could actually spot the giant illuminated star on the Franklin Mountains, along with the large X on the Mexico side of the border. The excitement continued once we landed. The airport had clearly prepared for the huge number of BTS fans arriving for the global tour. There were purple balloons, welcome signs, and decorations throughout the terminal that made the airport feel festive. It was obvious that El Paso was embracing the event. It was a wonderful first impression of El Paso, and from that moment we knew this was going to be a memorable weekend. Stop number 2, Hotel Paso del Norte Autograph Collection. For our stay, we chose the beautiful Hotel Paso del Norte, part of Marriott's Autograph Collection. This historic hotel is located right in downtown El Paso, making it a perfect base for exploring the city. The moment we walked into the lobby, we were impressed by the elegant architecture. The high ceilings, beautiful chandeliers, classic decor, and grand staircase made it feel more like a historic landmark than just a hotel. It has been welcoming guests for over a century, and you can definitely feel that history when you walk inside. One unexpected bonus was the hotel's location. It happened to be right next door to where BTS was live streaming after the concert, so there was lots of excitement around the area throughout our stay. Even though we weren't attending soundcheck on day 1, it was fun simply being surrounded by fans from around the world. Near the hotel, we tried to visit the San Jacinto Plaza with alligator statues, but the block was barricaded for a special festival that weekend. Stop number 3, White Sands National Park. Our biggest sightseeing adventure was driving from El Paso into New Mexico to visit White Sands National Park. The drive itself was really interesting. We traveled through Las Cruces and then past the White Sands Missile Range, which is still an active military testing area today. Because of missile testing, the highway and even the national park occasionally close for safety reasons, so it's always a good idea to check the park's website before your visit. Luckily, everything was open the day we went.
Right after work on your shoulders, I kiss you is to ease your mind. I must be favored to know ya. I take my hands and trees your lines. It's the rhythm you can ride. It's the rhythm you can ride. Think about you in another life, so bring me up.
The sand here isn't actually sand at all. It's made from gypsum crystals, a mineral that's normally dissolved by rainwater in most places. Because this desert basin has no outlet to the ocean, the gypsum remains behind and forms these stunning white dunes that cover over 275 square miles. We spent time walking across the dunes, climbing to the tops for panoramic views, and simply taking in the peaceful scenery. The contrast between the bright white dunes and the blue sky was incredible. Even though the desert may look empty at first glance, it's actually full of life. Many plants and animals have adapted to survive in this unique environment, from hardy desert grasses to lizards, birds, and insects specially adapted to the white landscape. We also drove through several campground areas and scenic viewpoints, although we didn't have enough time for one of the longer hiking trails because we needed to get back to El Paso for the BTS concert that evening. White Sands easily became one of our favorite national parks, and we'd love to come back someday for a longer visit.
Waterfall off your skin, sweat, I could spend a lifetime watching you swim, swim. This is how we all begin. Swim, swim. I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive. That world, gonna wait as the wicked in this mad world.
Stop number 4, L&J Café and Arih Noodles. After returning from White Sands, we were definitely ready for some authentic Tex-Mex food, so we headed to one of El Paso's most famous local restaurants, L&J Café. L&J Café has been serving the community since 1927 and is known for its classic Mexican and Tex-Mex dishes. It's located next to Concordia Cemetery, giving it one of the most unique locations we've ever seen for a restaurant. Because of the BTS concert, the restaurant was incredibly busy. When we arrived, we were told the wait for a table was about an hour, so we decided to order carry-out instead. Even then, it still took around 30 minutes because so many people had the same idea. While waiting, we noticed that many other BTS fans were also picking up food before heading to the concert. It was fun hearing different languages being spoken while everyone patiently waited for their meals. We ordered enchiladas, and they were absolutely worth the wait. The portions were generous, the flavors were rich, and we could definitely understand why locals recommend this restaurant. On the way back, we made one more important stop at Walmart. Since many concert venues require clear bags, we needed to pick one up before heading to Sun Bowl Stadium. While shopping, we also found some fun snacks, including Arih instant noodles and prebiotic Arih pop sodas, which felt like a fitting discovery during our BTS trip. Stop number 5, El Paso Museum of Art. One of the best free attractions in downtown El Paso is the El Paso Museum of Art. Admission is completely free, making it an easy stop if you're spending time downtown before an event or concert. We really enjoyed how the museum reflects the culture of the US-Mexico border region. Many of the artworks explore themes like family, migration, identity, and life in the desert Southwest. One exhibit that stood out to us was Desert Rinpa by Mitsumasa Overstreet. It combines traditional Japanese artistic influences with the landscapes and colors of the American desert, creating something that feels both familiar and completely unique. Another highlight was seeing artwork created by local high school students. It's always inspiring to see young artists sharing their creativity, and their pieces added a fresh perspective to the museum. Throughout the galleries, we noticed recurring desert themes: cacti, mountains, sunsets, wildlife, and the unique beauty of the Chihuahuan desert. These works really helped us appreciate the environment surrounding El Paso. Stop number 6, El Paso Museum of History. Right next door is the El Paso Museum of History, another free museum that's well worth visiting. One exhibit we especially loved was about escaramuza, the traditional Mexican women's equestrian sport. Sometimes described as female charros or synchronized horseback riders, these athletes perform beautiful choreographed routines while wearing colorful traditional dresses. The exhibit showcased historic clothing, photographs, saddles, and stories about the women who have kept this tradition alive across generations. It was something we had never learned about before, so it was exciting to discover. Beyond that exhibit, the museum features historical maps, artifacts, photographs, and interactive displays that explain how El Paso developed over time. You learn about Native American history, Spanish settlement, railroad expansion, border culture, and the city's continuing importance today. One thing we appreciated was how the museum presents El Paso as a city shaped by many different cultures rather than focusing on just one perspective. Since both museums are located next to each other, they're easy to visit during the same afternoon. Stop number 7, BTS Arirang concert at Sun Bowl Stadium. Finally, the main reason we came to El Paso, the BTS Arirang concert at the Sun Bowl Stadium. The day wasn't completely smooth. When we arrived, we found ourselves in enormous entry lines stretching for blocks around the stadium. We later heard that one of the entrance gates had been closed and that the venue was understaffed, meaning thousands of fans had to enter through fewer gates. It took us several hours just to get inside. The concert was originally scheduled to begin at 8 p.m., but we didn't actually enter the stadium until around 8:45. Thankfully, the organizers delayed the start, so fans still waiting outside wouldn't miss the show. Once we finally reached our seats, it was all worth it. The atmosphere inside the stadium was incredible. Seeing thousands of army bomb light sticks glowing purple throughout the venue was unforgettable. Fans sang together, cheered together, and celebrated every song. BTS delivered an amazing performance with incredible choreography, live vocals, and spectacular stage production. The energy never dropped for the entire concert, and it was clear how much effort had gone into creating such an unforgettable experience. Even after spending hours in line, we wouldn't change a thing. The unique setting of Sun Bowl Stadium, surrounded by the Franklin Mountains, made this one of the most memorable concert venues we've ever experienced. To watch full clips from day 1 of the BTS concert, make sure to click on our BTS concert episode 2. Stop number 8, Scenic Drive Overlook. Next, we drove up to see the Scenic Drive Overlook. It's one of the city's best viewpoints and only a few minutes from downtown. As the road climbs up the Franklin Mountains, you'll find several places to pull over and enjoy the views before reaching the Overlook. From the top, you get an incredible panoramic view of El Paso, with the University of Texas El Paso campus, downtown skyline, and the Franklin Mountains all spread out below. Looking south, you can also see the international border and the neighboring city of Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, which really shows how closely connected these two cities are. The Overlook has a small park with plenty of space to take photos or simply enjoy the scenery. It's a peaceful spot to pause and appreciate the unique landscape of the desert Southwest. Whether you visit during the day or at sunset, Scenic Drive Overlook is definitely worth the short drive. El Paso turned out to be much more than just a concert destination. Between the friendly people, delicious food, fascinating museums, historic downtown, and the unforgettable beauty of White Sands National Park, it became a trip we'll always remember. We hope this video gives you some ideas if you're planning a trip to El Paso or visiting for a concert or special event. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Viilog Travel, and let us know in the comments which stop was your favorite. We'll see you in our next adventure.